as you can see today, respected and powerful nations in Africa. Where the legacy of King Shaka Kasizangakona, as we celebrate his life, we celebrate, in fact, our own identity. Today, the throne of King Shaka remains at the center of that identity. There is still a king on the throne, as you can see, and our king seat unifies and strengthens us. And we thank God Almighty that despite almost 200 years of struggle, the Zulu nation remains. We thank God for our monarch and for the longevity of our present king, who has led our nation with wisdom and consistency for almost 5 decades. It is fitting, as we commemorate our nation's founder, that His Majesty the King should speak to us as his people, to remind us who we are and encourage us for the battles which the Honorable Premier has actually mentioned today, which we are facing today. We have good reason to be proud of our monarch and to believe that he will lead us through these battles with victory. Our king has proven himself steadfast in what he believes in. He has approached challenges directly and spoken frankly in all situations. Because of this, he has come under fire and faced criticism from various people who have sought to vilify our king. But let us remember how our nation's founder, King Shaka, was often maligned for what was called his brutality. A strong leader is always criticized for the character traits of leadership, are often not the kind that seek to please or to appease, but that kind challenge and demand a response. Thus, even as we celebrated our king's birthday in July this year, his name was in the public domain, facing accusations of xenophobia for speaking about illegal migration. Now, just 2 months later, the news feeds of the world are filled with stories of mass migration on a massive scale. Thousands upon thousands of people are risking their lives every day to escape conflict, and they are crossing borders that are increasingly being shut down. I say our king was actually speaking as a prophet. 2 weeks ago, I was in Israel and the Palestinian territories, and as I traveled, I witnessed the sense of crisis in the Middle East and across Europe. Governments are scrambling to respond to the consequences of migration. This has rapidly become a global issue. It was never just a sovereign issue. It was never just about the Zulu king. Our king had the courage to speak frankly as we stood on the threshold of global crisis. Although what he said was distorted, that is what a leader must do. Our king recognizes that we are a human village. We cannot fear speaking openly about the issues that affect us all, lest we be criticized for venturing into a contentious issue. His Majesty, our king, was the one who called an imbizo and urged our people not to react with violence and to accept legal migrants and refugees. We thank him for his guidance and the guidance he continues to provide. He continues to be our great inspiration, just as his late father was to those of us who are living under his reign. His Majesty, our king, honors the throne of King Shaka. It is actually a great honor for me to be asked by the Honorable Premier to present the king before he gives us the message for today.
They're actually disgrading our cultures, showing that our cultures actually don't mean anything. Africans need culture.